think we had a quick chat before the panel started just now. One of the common questions that the both of you get is, how do you even start your business in the first place, right? Like you mentioned, Pin Young, the movement from 0 to 1 is where most people feel the resistance. They might face doubt, uncertainty, fear, but I'm sure you too have experienced that, but you have built the business to where it is now. So, to start our conversation today, before the fame, before the success, who was Christy and who was Pin Young?
Hey guys, thanks for inviting me today, Pin Young.
Pleasure.
Who was Christy Ng? I was just a very simple girl, simple person from Kluang, Johor, from a small little town. I had big dreams, but I never expect to be where I am today. I would say, it's a combination of doing what I love, following my passion. I guess I got the timing right, so I started at the right time. And I have a very, very thick skin and a lot of determination. I don't care what people say, I just do what I want to do. So I graduated with a degree of biotechnology. I had nothing to do with what I am practicing now. So that also shows that it doesn't matter what you study in school. It really doesn't matter. The most important thing is you continuously learn new skills throughout your life.
Fantastic. So a degree in biotechnology. So that's your origin story. How about you, Pin Young?
So when I was a kid, I followed my dad selling things in the morning market. So my dad sell blender, sell wok in the morning market. Now we watch TikTok Shop, Shopee Live. That's what my dad, but without any bunbong. Raining, we had to go back. So we will put a mic here and we'll do demonstration. We'll do popcorn, fry eggs, fry fish, and we will send to people doorstep, because people don't bring a lot of cash to the morning market. And our wok we sell quite good lah, quite good. Good day we can sell 5 to 8 woks a day. Bad day we will come back, go home. But I know sometimes my dad, when he come home, I know no serious one, but he try to say, today not bad got 3 to 4 wok. But maybe pocket no money one. But that's my childhood. I followed my dad to Penang, Sabah when I was a kid. Then I write in my cita-cita in my primary school, I want to be a businessman. But that time there's no entrepreneur. I don't know how to spell entrepreneur that time also. I just want to be a businessman like my dad. Yeah, so after SPM I got 1A. Very fortunate, I got 5 credits study at TAR College. Yeah, very. When I got the result, I don't dare to go back my flat. We live in a flat because a lot of jiran are going to ask, hey, your son how many A? So I malu. I was scared my mom and my dad malu. But then, luckily I got 5 credits. I decided to study hard during my diploma and degree. Pick something that I love, marketing. I really love marketing, and that was the early day. And then I joined a career at Tencent, so one of the largest tech company. So I started building app, didn't launch, and then I started Penang Foodie, go back, yeah.
So I think really to start a business, you require a certain level of imagination, right? Because here you are living your normal life, and one day the thought appears in your head, hey, you know what? I'm going to start this business. So Christy, do you remember the exact moment where you're like, you know what? I'm going to start a footwear business?
Yeah, I remember that moment very clearly in my head. I can really relate to what Pin Young has said. You know, his father sold woks. My father washed air conditioners for a living. You know, he has to carry all the buckets of water. Water is very heavy, you know, in big volume. And he has to carry all the chemicals, walk all the way up to the... Lucky last time, not so many condominium. Can you imagine washing aircon from like the 30th story of a condominium? So dangerous. So last time there were more terrace houses. So he was an aircon man who carried heavy chemicals and waters door to door, washing air conditioners for a living. And that's how he brought us up. So we didn't come from means. So I understood the value of money from a very, very young age, just like Pin Young, you know. He knew how hard it was for his dad to make money. And like he said, when it was raining, his father could not go out and sell woks. Same here, when it was raining, my father cannot wash aircon. And the worst part of it is, I noticed from a very young age, the minute my father is sick, he cannot wait, he is unable to work, he loses his income for the day. So and I saw how labor intensive it was to wash aircons for a living. So at a very young age, ever since I could even remember, I told myself, whatever I do in future, I must be able to make money even when I'm asleep, even when it rains, even when I don't have the strength to carry the buckets of water up to the house to wash the aircon. I must be able to continuously or actively or passively generate income. So that was my thought process from a very, very young age, based on a first-hand experience, a life experience. And there was a time where he met an accident. He couldn't work for months, and there was no income for the family. So all these really hard life lessons shaped my critical thinking from a very, very young age. And to answer your question, when was the moment I decided to quit my day job and start this business? So in between, I went for a holiday with my friends after SPM, and I stumbled upon a footwear flea market in Thailand. So I bought a few pairs of shoes for myself because I love fashion, I love shoes. And then when I wore the shoes in KL, all the girls were saying, wow, your shoes are so nice. Where do you buy it from? I say, Thailand. How much do you buy it for? I say, 100 baht. 100 baht is 10 ringgit. They say, you know what, Christy, I pay you 50 ringgit. You take off your shoes now, you sell it to me. Yeah, so I say, wow, that's 500% margin, better than washing aircons. Yeah, so I said, oh wow. So I started to become like a personal shopper. I would travel to Thailand every month to buy shoes and sell it to my friends. So that was how I started. I love fashion, and I didn't have the inroads or the access to become a fashion designer. I didn't know the factories or the supply chain, but that was how I started. It was just an opportunity that I spotted. An opportunity comes in different shapes and sizes. You must be able to recognize it when it happens. So that's how I started. I was a personal shopper for all my friends. Throughout my university, I was a personal shopper, and I was selling shoes at the flea markets, Pasar Malam, and my car boot. So last time, Jalan P. Ramlee, there were a lot of clubs, and I realized that a lot of customers and tourists on the Jalan P. Ramlee, they will buy anything that you sell there. So I illegally put all the shoes in my car boot and illegally put a little torchlight and sell shoes from my car boot. Yeah, and also Pasar Malam, because Pasar Malam, there's no barrier of entry. You just put a table and you sell. Yeah, and I started in Pasar Malam, and Pasar Malam is the best place to start because it teaches you how to be thick-skinned, approach strangers and sell your product. And it's a good testing ground. So I said, wow, quite successful in Pasar Malam. Time to upgrade to shopping mall flea market. So that's how I gradually grew. And when I graduated, I worked in a Swiss pharmaceutical company, also an MNC. So Pinyang worked in Tencent. I worked in Novartis. It's a pharma company. And after 2 years of working there, I realized that my part-time income, selling shoes in the flea market, boot curator, Pasar Malam, I made more than my day job. So that was when it was very clear, quit my day job, took the leap of faith, never looked back since.
That's amazing. Those profit margins are insane. I think you earn better margins than compared to people who do like sneaker reselling. I think it's much better margins. So for you, when you saw that the numbers made sense, then you made the decision to go all in with the business, right? So that means you were waiting for some sort of data or some sort of number to say like, hey, you know what? The finance here makes sense. Then only you took the leap lah.
Yes. So I did a proof of concept. I tested in Pasar Malam. I tested in flea market. I tested in my car boot. The product can sell. And I was making more money than my day job. I was able to sustain myself. So I took a calculated risk and I quit my day job.
Awesome. Pinyang, did you go through a similar process before you decided to go all in with Penang Foodie?
Very similar. I think we don't have the privilege to start a business with capital. So we can always validate the idea. So I want to turn you back. Imagine you are now in 2016, right? So that time a lot of blogspot, a lot of website, a lot of article. Unlike right now, what you watch is video content, remember? Last time on Facebook, you click article and read. And I love that income. So after resign from Tencent, I have a full-time career in Penang, but I didn't like it. But I need a salary because I don't have a luxury to quit and just do what I want. So I started writing article like top 10 breakfast in Penang, top 10 nasi kandar in Penang, top 10 nasi lemak in Penang. And then, over a period of time, the website starting to kick off. I got few cents a day. So I remember in the living room, my mom still cooking. I still remember exactly. Now she still joke and show off a bit lah. Show off lah. Last time Ping Yang in the living room say this thing is gonna be big lah. So that's exactly what I tell my mom. I say, one day this thing is gonna be big. But that time only few cents a day. But my mom also very naive and very happy-go-lucky type. I say, see ya, Hokkien is it? But she believed on it. Then I started, 1 year later, we got 1K likes on Facebook. My girlfriend, now my wife, that time still write me a card lah. Celebrate lah. 1K. But now we got 50 million followers already. Yeah. So how we validate is, thank you. So that time I was still working, my brother still working. Then once we do more video ads, because you saw video is coming. That time we still worry, got free Wi-Fi can you borrow me data, free Wi-Fi? I cannot load my video. That was 2017. But we saw that coming. My brother saw it coming. But we started studying marketing. We don't know how to edit video. My girlfriend, now my wife, my brother, they all go learn YouTube. I still writing article because I think that one becoming big one. I still writing article. But we somehow we know video is coming. And we took credit cards lah. And we pay 36-month credit card installment. We got a MacBook. We got a camera to edit. Yeah, so we started going around. So top 10 nasi kandar, we got all the listing. We started to cover one by one as a video. So the most legendary Penang nasi kandar, the longest queue. We tried to think marketing for the brand. Then slowly one day, got one burger store come to us. So my name is Nicholas Lim Ping Yang. So that time I didn't go with Ping Yang lah. Ping Yang popular last time. It's Nicholas. Hey Nicholas, come feature my burger store. I say I need to charge you. Now I got a bit follower already. I need to charge you. So I said 200 ringgit lah. Standard ma. This is the business ma. 200 ringgit. He said, bro, cannot. But I will make sure your video go viral. Whoa. But then, me and my brother, we also don't want, we want money. But somehow my brother, I think she's still here. I don't know where is he now. But somehow, suddenly we reached at the burger store already, at Sungai Penang. We cover it. I was the one that cheese pulled the burger. Last time I paiseh lah. You won't see my face, my half face Penang foodies. Makan already thumbs up like that. Penang foodies style last time. Makan one bite, thumbs up. That was me. But maybe that time I early used my handsome face go even more viral lah. But last time, I paiseh. I don't dare to show my face one. Half, ask my brother, don't show my face shoot my mouth. Then I will do a thumbs up. But you know what? The abang that helped us, memang go viral. And the video got us a lot of followers, a lot of views, and more inquiry come. And now I go back Penang, I still go find him. I say thank you to him. And that's how we validate. And we try. And sometimes, a lot of time, people don't believe our idea. I go to office, day to day, demotivated one. They go to my website and see, your website cannot make it. Because we all in the digital marketing firm. Very sad, people look down at us. But when the video go viral, I go to office. I say to the boss, you better be careful. One day I'm going to leave here. You say one more? I'm going to leave here. That was me. Then I really tender when the business hit 15K a month. Very funny. The resignation period, that hour I still remember. Because I still bora with my boss lah. After bora 1 hour, I said I want to resign. My boss tear come down like that. But I said, cannot lah. You let me try. But he still give me 2-month bonus. He said, Nicholas, go and try, go and have fun, come back later. But same to you, I didn't look back, and here we are today, guys. Yeah.
Wow. 2 amazing stories.
Yeah.
But I'm sure, let's talk about some of the thoughts that might be running around in some people's mind, right? Some people might say, okay, to run a business and to make it successful, it depends on luck. How important was this element of luck in your business success, or do you think it was just a matter of repetitions, frequency until you got where you want the business to be?
For the record, I also use my credit card installment to go and buy a camera.
It works.
So many similarities, because we started with no capital. So when you have no capital, you have to be resourceful. So what we do, I went to the shopping mall, I look at all the booths, which one got free gift, got free luggage bag, free power bank. I apply that credit card, take the free luggage bag and use the credit card, use installment plan, buy camera, buy computers for all my staff because I didn't have the capital. So I think the message that Pin Young and I are based on our experience, we're trying to share today is, if you don't come from money, it does not matter. Be resourceful, use what you have. Yeah, having no capital is not the excuse to not being able to start. The harder you work, the luckier you get. That is a fact. I have bad days when my luck is so bad, I tell you, you won't even believe me. And I have days when my luck is so good that I don't even believe it exists. So luck is doing the right thing repeatedly with discipline, with conviction, with passion, repeatedly, like a mad fool. Until when the stars align, you kena lottery, that's called luck. But if you do not work, you will never be lucky. So the harder you work, the luckier you get. You must always be prepared. Luck meets the ready. The people who are prepared, the people who are ready. Then luck is just the intersection point between failing so many times and just being at the right place at the right time, one time. Yeah.
Pin Young, how do you feel about that?
I totally agree, Christy. Yeah. Luck, I think luck, the more you work, really come one. You don't know how, but the universe will give you. But you don't work, how do you get luck? And also, remember Christy said that he do the right thing at the right time. So luck also, you do things at the right time, meaning good luck lah. Like now we are doing a lot of live streaming, selling for me. If 3 years ago, I do live streaming on TikTok, tak jadi lah, because it's not the right time and I don't get the luck and I don't get the support. So I totally agree. I want to second what Chrissy said. Luck will come when you work really hard. Yeah. It's a very magical thing. We don't know how to explain one, but you have to work hard. Luck will come. Guaranteed. That one guaranteed.
It's definitely as simple as that, but also as difficult as that, right? When you do the work, the luck comes, and like you say, try like a mad fool. I'm going to write that in my diary tonight. I think it's a very important lesson.
It's all about moving from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. That's luck.
Right. So we spoke about luck. We spoke about not having capital, right? So if any of y'all haven't signed up for a credit card, y'all know what to do lah after this.
We have a few bank here, Maybank, Hong Leong Bank here.
Yes, so to all the banks, everyone offering credit cards, stand by us. But lepas this panel, you guys are going to be very busy. Okay, so when you guys first started, I think Pin Young, you started with your brother very early on. And Chrissy, did you have anyone helping you out on day zero?
Yeah, my free labor, my mother.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's always the family member that we use for free labor, because if it goes bust or it goes south, you can just not pay them.
I love the honesty of that. I completely agree also. That's why I get my parents to help me out with my videos sometimes. But when did you decide, like, okay, we have to grow the team, we have to scale? What was the moment where you decided that?
Yeah, it was the moment where, last time I used to work in the office and I got a separate handphone for my mom to receive orders. I think my mother went bonkers already replying WhatsApp. And she will be like, can you imagine my mom, a senior lady, she will go to the Kelana Jaya LRT station or McDonald's Center Point, middle of the night, 2 a.m., COD shoes. I think then my friends will say to me, hey, you're really too much. You abuse your mother like that. It's really terrible. So I think that was when I realized that I needed help, because my mom cannot cope with the orders and I could not cope as well. So I asked my mom, how? Then I just take the neighbor's daughter. The neighbor's daughter very free, waiting for SPM result. So hire neighbor's daughter as a part-timer. So that was my first hire.
And how big is the team right now?
In Malaysia, we have about 150 employees. We are in 3 countries now.
Wow.
In Indonesia, we have about 150 employees as well. Yeah. Our Indonesian operations is as big as Malaysia in 12 months. And we're also in the Philippines. We have about 50 odd employees in the Philippines. We've been in the Philippines for half a year. And we will be opening in Cambodia really soon. And that story I will share later. It's about luck. So and it's about luck and being consistent. Yeah.
Fantastic. That story, Christy, I'm sure they will enjoy it very much. We got a sneak peek of it just now. For you, Pin Young, you started off with your brother and then now your current wife. When did the business start scaling?
Okay. So while I was working full-time in Penang, I already hired intern already. I want to validate the idea. Hire intern, 400 ringgit a month. Yeah. Started small, started as intern first. So intern is a very good way to start and really, and one of them now still with us. We hired 2 interns. One of them now is our travel sector page manager now, right? So my team here can, yes, correct. So then we always very scared to start, to be honest. But when we start out, we can have interns to help. And then slowly we build a small team in Penang because I'm from Penang. And I started Penang Foodie first. Then that time we have about 10 people. 10 people that, most importantly is, when we first started, we make sure the company is profitable. We never really think about raise money. We want to make sure sustain our team first. Sustain ourselves, because we don't have anything. We don't have any guarantee. We can go back to the day-to-day job lah. Then slowly, when business get better, the pivotal moment when we venture into KL Foodie. So we started raise a very small money. My brother next day got a bag and come to KL. Straight away. He is that guy. He still shoot video until today. You can ask Yasmin, right? Until today, she still go out and shoot. So when business get a little bit more better, we get busier, we are profitable, we always reinvest our money into people. Because we know one day we want to do big lah. I told my mama, this is one thing gonna be big one. So we started hire people, we learn lah. Okay, give good salary, slowly increase, make them stay, give them incentive, make them like entrepreneur. That's how we expand and hire more and more people. So right now we have about 85 people in Malaysia. Yeah.
Fantastic.
You're really amazing.
Started, to quote one of my favorite songs, started from the bottom, now we're here.
Yeah, that's my
Yes.
favorite song, man.
Nice. Okay, good taste in music, Christy. But, I think some of the sentiments that may be floating around, I think sometimes you hear these complaints. To put it very nicely, I'm working in a company, I wish my boss would do this or do that instead. Is there any fear within yourselves of becoming a bad boss?
Any fear of becoming a bad boss? Very good question. I try my best to reflect whenever I do something, whether it has a positive or a negative impact on my team. And I think being an entrepreneur means being a leader. If you're a lousy leader, you cannot be big. I swear, you cannot be big. To manage, to scale, you need people. It's not about me anymore. Like what Pin Young said, he need to hire. We also started with interns. Because interns, we always intern. Because interns, you don't have, you get to try the person before you commit full time, and then you get to see the person over a 3 to 6 month period. That's where you really, really know a person well, and that person understands your culture, and both of you can. If your expectations align, then it's always a very long relationship. So most of my key people were once my interns before. So yeah. Okay, to answer your question. To reflect whether I'm a good boss or bad boss. Well, I believe that people leave bad managers. People don't leave companies. They leave because their boss is toxic, their boss is unreasonable, and the boss meaning the direct reporting manager lah. The direct reporting manager lacks clarity. So that's why people leave. When you're bad, they will leave. And people say, yeah, it's about salary. Yes, salary is it's very important. You look at oil prices now, how people are going to survive if the salary is still peanuts, right? So, but that's only one component. The bigger component, the other component is they leave toxic managers who lack clarity, who lack empathy, and who are lousy leaders. just point around, ask you to do things like you're their slave. In this age today, a good leader is a slave. You are technically the slave to the team. Your job is to make everyone happy. That's a good leader. Not only make everyone happy, but make sure everyone is working in a good environment. Your job is to create a good environment for people to function at their best. Your job is to put people in the right role. And if in their wrong role, they're not doing well, your job is to find out. Your job is to coach. Your job is to redeploy them into different roles which fit them best. So I would like to think that I am a good employer, because if I see a person not doing well at A, I will switch them to B. That's leadership, that's boss. You are truly serving the team. It's not the other way around.
And I can definitely see that rapport with you and your immediate content team. I think I see some of them around in the crowd just now. What's up, guys? Semua dah jadi famous sekarang lah because of your content, right?
They're so famous, go Bazaar Ramadan, pump petrol, buy underwear so people recognize them.
Susah jadi famous, bro. Pinyang, how about you? Any concerns about being a bad boss?
I truly want to be a good boss. I try every single day. I also like Christy, so I always want to improve myself and always challenge myself, question myself. So I put their KPI or put their work, and I didn't deliver the message clearly. I put myself first. So I love to use a quote in Chinese called 将心比心, meaning to say put yourself in some other people's shoes, right? I want to do the same to my people. And my people I value so much. Because there's a saying, if you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go long, you go as a team. And I always say to my team, I love them. Every single time I meet them. And I treat them like a team member, fighter, and like a family. So that we can go long. And I want to make sure they're happy. If they're happy, I'm happy. Yeah, that's my DNA.
Fantastic. Very, very good insights from Christy and Pinyang. I want to go behind the scenes now. Because on the surface, it's all sunshine and roses. Yes, we're shooting content. The company earns X amount of revenue every year. Was there any point in the business where either the numbers stopped making sense, or maybe in Bahasa Malaysia we say mental koyak, and you wanted to throw the towel in and said, I'm not going to continue this business anymore?
Wow, so many moments, man. Especially in the first 5 years, every night I'll be crying alone, nobody knows. And I have to drown my sorrows, Yeah, I think it's you need a lot of mental strength because the journey is very, very tough. There are a lot of uncertainties. But that's life. Even you walk out the door today, a car can bang you also. So I think the most important thing is you really learn how to enjoy the process. I know it sounds very tough, but to make meaning out of it, your ikigai, find your purpose, find your passion, and that will actually help guide you through the toughest times. So many times, in 2017, I ran out of cash. And I was just offered a very good location in Mid-Valley Mega Mall. It's my current store now in Mid-Valley. I had a gold bar. I have the goose that will lay me golden eggs. And I could not even afford to pay for the goose. I tell you, that was one of my lowest moments. And thankfully, I'm very lucky. I talked to my friend, a very close friend that you also know. Then I want to cry like that already. I want to cry there already. Christy, I pay for you first. You go and get the lot. So I actually quite lucky, and you'll be actually surprised that some people willing to help. I know it's very difficult to borrow money from friends, but yeah, there was times where I ran out of cash, and my friends, seeing how much blood, sweat, and tears and that I put through this business, they say, you know what? I'm going to lend you this money. You take it, and I won't ask you back for it until you can pay me. So I actually have friends like that, and also I'm quite lucky. And many times I ran out of cash, I couldn't pay for my renovation. So I was expanding really quickly without any money, without any bank financing as well. And I couldn't afford to pay my renovation. So I talked to my contractor, I said, brother, I have no money. Can you renovate for me first? Later I pay you. He said, okay, never mind, I renovate for you first. So I owe him, I think, about 1 million in renovation. And he never chased me like money. He said, okay, Christy, you collect money every week. You pay me bit by bit. 25th, I have to pay my staff salary. By 25th, I need this much to cover my salary. You steady me, I steady you. I know you're going through a hard time. Let's help each other. So this contractor with me for 10 years already. He's also renovating all my stores. My first store until this very day. Yeah, he's still renovating all my stores. Yeah, so when you have problem, the moral is verbalize, ask people for help. Don't be ashamed. Like I ran out of money, and I told my contractor, I cannot pay you. Can you renovate first? I pay later. It's better to be upfront and honest so you can manage their expectation. And it's a lot clearer that way. And you'll be surprised. People are willing to help you.
So this is the exact same store at the bridge between Gardens and Mid Valley. Same one.
Yes, that time I was 1 million ringgit in debt. And the contractor said, Lamine, you renovate first, you pay me slowly.
That store location is so crazy because whenever I go to Mid Valley, if my girlfriend, my mom, or my grandmother comes with me, at least 30 minutes they'll be in your shop, in the Christy Ng store.
That's how I pay my contractors back, because your girlfriend, your mother, they bought something.
You're welcome. Especially with the new Cubic Garden series, I believe that's what it's called, the one that just launched. Oh my goodness, I left my girlfriend there a couple of days ago. I went to go drink my coffee, everything, come back, she's like, oh, Bawi, the Russell monogram tote, oh, very nice, very nice.
Oh, she really knows all the names.
She knows.
Oh.
Yeah, she knows, I also know. Second-hand effect already. Pin Young, over to you. Now, I don't know if anybody has mentioned this to you, but on the surface, you look very stoic. It's hard to read your emotions and your expressions sometimes. But throughout your journey, were there any moments where you just felt immense pain and you felt like giving up?
I never want to give up, but business definitely has its own challenges time. So I started Senriang Berhad 2018. 1 year later, we're doing okay, but 1 year later is pandemic. Yeah. So then you have to pay tax. Pay tax first. And then I hire, that time I have 30 people. But then lockdown, right? We cannot go out and eat, cannot go out and shoot. Remember? 2019. But then, as I love my people so much, I say, I won't cut your salary. But I will make sure we all survive. Most importantly, everybody survive, stay healthy. I do the same thing, Christy, Raj. I went to back my client. I say, one of them are here today is Maybank. Another one is Grab. So two of them actually help our business go through pandemic. So I drop a text. I say, I know you all have Sama Sama local campaign by Maybank. Grab is helping a lot of delivery, pickup. I say, help me through. I can do a lot of promotion for the SME FMB at a very low rate. I just need to cover my salary, my team salary. And you know what? They say yes. Both of them say yes. So the power of R sometimes is amazing. Cannot shoot also. I asked all my people to buy things from Lazada and Shopee. That time not on TikTok yet. So we buy the penyapu, we do video and then we put affiliate link. We buy the Tupperware, we do video, then we put affiliate link. Somehow, when you face challenges, you need to pivot. You just need to find another opportunity. And now that affiliate income, also another revenue stream of the company. Yeah, so that time there's no live streaming, but now we leverage on the business model. We now do live lah. So every crisis, you will find opportunity, right? If you're willing to ask, if you're still willing to do, that's how we survive through the toughest moment in our business.
I think it really takes a certain amount of, some people might say it's an innate trait that you're born with to look for opportunity in every crisis. But do you guys believe that this is something that can be learned and can be trained?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So if anybody has that as a limiting belief, can throw it out of the window right now, okay? In every crisis, look for the opportunity. I love that. Let's talk about personal branding a bit. The success of both your businesses, I think, relied very heavily on your personal brands as well. We were speaking just now about how you entered into Cambodia, which might be a good time to share this story with the audience as well. But Does the success that come with a personal brand, does it also feel like a cage sometimes for you? That you can't run away from it, or the success of the business is so heavily reliant on you?
The success of my business does not rely on my personal brand because I only started content creating for my personal self in late 2024. I started this business in 2012. So for a good 12 years, it was more or less kind of like faceless. It was just a brand, and people really bought because of the products, without knowing how I look like, without knowing who I was. Most people think that I'm a 50, 60-year-old lady. If you so that when a lot of them saw my video for the first time, they thought, hey, you are younger than I expected you to be. They expected a much senior person, you know. So to answer your question, I was an entrepreneur first, content creator later. 12 years after I started my business, only I started content creating. And why? Why did I do it? Okay, to answer your question, because paid advertising is getting very, very expensive. So back in 2012, I used to rely a lot on digital advertising via Meta. Meta is Facebook and Instagram. Paid advertising on like Google search, Google shopping ads. So that's what I do best actually. I've been doing it for 12 years. Completely self-learned by myself. There's no like school didn't teach me this. I like what your brother did, go to YouTube, learn how to edit video. I go to YouTube, learn how to run ads. You know, that's why I say being an entrepreneur is a lot about being able to learn new skills and adapt over a period of time. And then when I started content creating, go to YouTube, learn how to edit videos. So everyone has the same teacher, YouTube. Yeah. So I started doing personal videos because I realized that cost to acquire a new customer does not make sense anymore. That is the acquisition cost is more than my profit per customer. And because of that time, now the ringgit is stronger, but I noticed that the ringgit against the dollar was really huge. And I was paying a lot of my ads in US dollar, you know. So I realized that it's no longer sustainable. And I realized that the people who win in consumer business, because mine is a consumer business, are the people who are able to tell good stories on videos, and the video is organic. Create a very good piece of content. A good content has legs of its own. You don't need to boost posts or buy ads for the content to generate engagement or interest. And it is completely free. So your cost and you get so many organic views, so much customer acquisition from quality content, and zero cost. So this is the very reason why I started to do content, and I wasn't good at it. I was struggling. So like Pinyang, I will look at YouTube video, then I'll go look at all the good content creator. I'll look at Pinyang's video. Wow, Pinyang give my bag free of charge in Mid Valley. Yeah. So I first saw I saw one of the videos that Pinyang did for me many years ago, where he gave my handbag for free to a girl before she balik kampung. And that video was, wow, really inspiring. Maybe I should, if Pinyang can take my bag and do video, why am I not taking my own bag and making the effort to do my own video, So I started my first video was about my office renovation progress. So I wanted to share how we expanded from a 10,000 square feet space to a 1 acre size compound. So I thought that was newsworthy, and I did a video shot with a smartphone only. There was no fancy device, and that video the views were really, really high. Then I realized that people want to hear stories. So when you create a video, you must ask yourself, why would people want to watch the video? Why? What's in it for them to watch the video? And if I were in their shoes, would I watch the content? So content has to either entertain, educate, be informative, or at least calm people down or let people have a good day. That's what good quality content is. So from there I learn, and of course I always look at Pinyang's content and get some idea from there, and then I try to come up with my own way of engaging my audience. So that's how my content creation journey began.
Right. And it's a bit different for you, Pinyang, because you started from content from the get-go, and
Correct.
your entire business is built on content.
Yeah.
So does that feel like a bit of a cage for you now? Because your name is a household name at this point, right? So how does that feel for you?
So it's a shame that I know Christy for some times, but I didn't know our story is so similar. You know why? Because I started foodie, people don't know who is behind one. Until very recently, that Pinyang run foodie. 2016, when I first started, halfway, I remember, nobody know who am I. Nobody know who is the thumbs up. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Then until 2023, same period. So 2016 and 2023, I just want to be a content creator. I love it. I have a dream. I have a dream. I want to be a YouTuber at that time. So I say to myself, why not I start doing content also? Yeah. So that's how it start. I start just for the sake of like, I want to fulfill my dream lah. I want to be like YouTuber. I want to have my own IP. I want to have, I just want to try, to be honest. So the courage of trying has created a lot of opportunity because of Pinyang, personal branding, right? So it really helped my business down now and then. But just want to say that I have a great team. Pinyang open door, but I have a great team behind us that really help us in day-to-day, help us present idea, help us pitch to the client. So, but now if the question is, do I feel like a cage? So sometimes go out. I do enjoy it, to be honest. You see, I'm here since 10 a.m. You can catch me outside. You can ask me anything. I'm not like, so we yes, we have followers, but I just stay the same mentality. So I'm just like that. You want to take photo anytime you take, can. And I do enjoy the multi-identity. So Pinyang is known for giving iPhone sometimes. Suddenly you see him do live streaming selling. Suddenly you see him go to agency and pitch brand, get sales for the company. Suddenly I go to insurance and give talk at AIA. Multi-identity. But now the keywords is we should be multi-identity because it gives you so much opportunity. Yeah, so that's what I learned. And I didn't regret it.
I don't think it's a cage. If any, the only bad thing is I suddenly cannot like start cursing bad words in public. That's the only thing I can't have to behave yourself. That's it. But apart from that, it has been a great, priceless experience. And in terms of how it contributes to my bottom line, our growth has been so crazy. We can grow like few 100% a year. And I believe that it is because of content. And now I'll just share the... So we have, Pinyang and I have a mutual friend. His name is Kuchester. So he's like a little brother to me, very sweet boy. And when he first interviewed me in Malaysia, and that video did very well. And then when I opened my 5th store in Indonesia, in Bekasi, he came to Indonesia to meet me, and he shot a video for me. And then he published it. And because of that video, I'm able to open my first store in Cambodia. Because a bunch of it's amazing. So do not underestimate the power of videos. Do not underestimate the power of stories. So a Cambodian distributor approached me, and they are also the distributor of many other international regional brands in Cambodia. And when I asked, and I already signed the deal. In a span of 1 month, I closed a deal. And I asked them, how do you know about me? You are Cambodian. I'm not popular in Cambodia at all. Well, we saw your video on Kuchester, and this is what you said. She repeated line for line exactly what I said in the video. She said, your video really moved me. It really touched me. And I could really resonate with your vision, and I believe it with so much conviction. I've never heard of your brand before, but the minute after I saw that video, I ordered online, I tested it, I bought your bags, and I love it so much. Because of one video, they found me, and now we're opening in Cambodia August this year. Yeah.
All of that from just one video.
Just one video. So in the video, I said, I want my customers to walk in my shop feeling excited, not stressed, because Christy Ng is all about making high quality products at affordable prices. And I want customers to walk in feeling excited and leave eager to come back for more. She said that sentence really resonated with her, and the price point that we are selling at is a sweet spot for Cambodians, and also a sweet spot to many other countries in Southeast Asia. And because of that, she decided to distribute Christy Ng in Cambodia. Yeah, because of a video.
That's amazing. What a story. I think let's give a round of applause for that story before we wrap up, because my time is up. Our time is up here. I think I just want to take this moment to just say it's such an amazing journey that the both of you have been on. Beyond the recognition, beyond the revenue, I think both of you have built brands that help people feel comfortable, feel creative in their own skin. I'm going out, I'm getting married, I know what shoes I want to wear, I know what handbag I can wear to express myself. If I need a place to go and eat with my friends, I know where to go. Or if I want to know what car to drive, I want to know how I want my house to look like, and the list goes on, right? So I think beyond all the success and the fame, this is an impact that you have delivered to all of us. So I think let's give them a round of applause for that, ladies and gentlemen. Before we wrap things up, I'm going to be very naughty and sneak in one more question. To anyone in the audience who wants to start a business, but for whatever reason, we talked about not having enough money, fear, what do people think of me, what if I fail? Any parting words if they want to start this journey?
Have a thick skin and keep learning new skills every day. This combination will ensure that you will never fail.
Love that.
So I want to relay back to the topic, how to turn dreams into reality. So I'm the kind of dreamer. I love to dream. I dream a lot of things, manifest a lot of things. But truly is dare to dream, then we start small and we achieve big later. So that's my 2 cents for everybody today. Thank you, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause one more time for Christy Ng and Pin Yang, please.
Scan now and download Kleverstock, your trusted source for market insights.